Hi.
Hi. Do you find the vista?
Yeah. Vista, vista. Come up here.
Ooh. Look at that water. You know, the water?
It's the big blue wet thing.
Can you see it?
Can you see the lighthouse? The Point Arena lighthouse? All the way out there?
Out there on that spit of land. We're out on the road today in the Subaru because we found something that we didn't know existed. A new thing that we wanted to come see. We went to a place in New Zealand called the Moeraki Boulders, and they're these giant, big, round boulders that they say nobody knows how they were formed. And Sue found online that an hour south of where we're staying in Fort Bragg is a place called Bowling Ball Beach. And apparently it's like the Moeraki Boulders, but they're smaller.
Yeah.
And there's lots of them.
So that's kind of cool.
So we're gonna go see. It's supposed to be low tide in about a half an hour. And apparently then you can see them all. So we're gonna go drive down and see. But we had to get out and look at this because look at the ocean.
It's incredible. It's vast.
It's vast. All right, should we get going?
Yeah. Oh, my back.
Not like it was in high school.
Nope. See, this is why we're traveling now. I'm already getting to the point where I'm like, I just jumped off something that was 2 feet tall, and I'm like, ooh, I just jammed something in my hip.
Yeah, when you're retired, how do you expect to walk on these, you know, pylon things and see the ocean?
I'm still gonna want to. That's why I gotta do all my stretches.
You're gonna jump off and your leg will fall off or something.
That's why I go to Myo Detox and I do all my mobility. Working on it. I'm working on it. Oh. Oof. All right.
Off we go.
I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Yay. All right, shake it off, babe.
State employees, oh my goodness.
Be careful what you say.
He needs to lose his job.
Kindness.
No.
Okay.
He needs to lose his job.
Okay. Okay, well, the bowling balls are not immediately evident.
There's lots of river rock.
There's lots of rock sticking up, river-looking rock, and like jagged tide pool type rocks, but we're not really sure where the bowling balls are.
Look how clear it is.
I know, the water's really clear though. So we're gonna try over here first, in this area, and then we'll see if we have to go maybe anywhere else to discover. This just looks like tide pools. We kind of think that the bowling balls are back over there, but it looked really disappointing, so we're gonna try here first, and then we'll see. Okay, I could have sworn it was this way, because I saw online there was something called like Hog's Back or something like that, and I think that's what this formation is. But Ryan's looking on his phone and he says no, it's over that way, and that I saw online too, and that's called the calcification. So can we continue to walk this way?
Look really quick.
And look really quick?
Sure it's around the corner.
Okay, cool. Well, if you're getting antsy to go see it, then let's go that way and we can come back this way. Look at this thing though. Again, not what I was expecting, but it's pretty neat. All right, well, Ryan's taking pictures I'm gonna do a bit of exploring. It's rather windy out here, but not too bad. I just wanted to come see over here. That looks really neat. All right, and now we are going to head down the other way and see if the real bowling ball beach is over that way. Well, the wind stopped hitting us all of a sudden. We've got this great cliff and tree windbreak. It's kind of nice. All right, we're gonna cross the river and climb over the calcification. See what happens. Oh, look at that.
How it,
Surges.
yeah, it like builds up in these and then goes.
Huh. All right. It's like a game of Frogger.
Did it.
Oh. All right.
There, go. Yeah, here it comes.
Ha ha ha. Let's see if we can go find ourselves some bowling balls. That's kind of cool. Bowling Ball Beach is like way down there. We definitely came out on the gulch side. Whew, well, that part got a little treacherous. Apparently there's a path that you can walk on, and we're doing it by beach, and there's a lot of slippery rocks, and I was trying not to step on and destroy any sea life, so that made it a little difficult. I had to put away the camera for a while because I needed both hands. Yikes. And now we're gonna do something that we're becoming increasingly familiar with, is trudge across sand. Look at these rock formations. It's so windy out here, so I don't know if you'll even be able to really hear this, but Ryan was right. We are arrived at Bowling Ball Beach, and it's a little underwhelming. Sorry, Bowling Ball Beach. Once you've been to Moeraki,
Yeah.
but they are kind of cool. Like, look at this little guy. And then they've got this whole, like, it almost looks like a row of cabbages in a garden. These guys look like avant-garde furniture. There's your living room coffee table, and then an easy chair. That's a love seat. It is pretty neat. Like, where did they come from? How did they get here? My theory is pretty easy to see. There's some different sort of mineral, and they're slowly being ground away from. Yeah, look at this. This obviously doesn't dissolve or wear away as quickly as this stuff does. So I'm wondering if the bigger guys were actually they're a different material than this long shelf is, and it just all got worn away over time. I feel like that's a pretty good guess as to how they got here. I feel like they look like truffles or loaves of bread at a mass bakery. I mean, these are kind of cool.
Yeah. They are.
And they're fun. We're boulder hopping now. We couldn't really do this at Moeraki Beach. They're not as many, and they're too big to hop from boulder to boulder. So, I mean, it's kind of fun. Now this is kind of cool. Look at this rock. It's like a baseball. It's really heavy, but it's like almost perfectly round. Where did I find it? Right here? Yeah. Look at how round it looks. It's like an orange.
Orange.
All right, ready to head back up?
Yes.
Should we take the actual trail as opposed to the trail we blazed ourselves across the beach?
Yes.
This is much different than crawling along the beach.
Yeah. We stopped on the way back. We're not quite to Point Arena. We actually just left Bowling Ball Beach. But there's a spot out here on the side of the road that's a bluff trail. And it has an actual parking lot. So the last place we went, Bowling Ball Beach, there's parking on the side of the road. And then across Highway 1 is a little dirt road that people park on as well. And apparently, there's a state parks guy that's a real piece of work, because he was calling people morons and stuff parked on the side of the road. Which, by the way, he was parked on the side of the road too, in the exact same configuration. So, but he almost caused an accident while we were there. Forced us out into the highway when it wasn't safe. So that was cool.
Yeah.
He should be fired. If you know that guy that goes down by Bowling Ball Beach and is a real piece of work, get his license number and his name and report him. Every time he's out there, report him.
Uh-oh.
He forced us out into the highway. He stopped. We did not have the right of way, which we knew. And we were waiting for traffic, and he slammed on his brakes and started gesturing wildly for us to get out in the street.
And he was yelling at us.
And yelling, with all of his windows rolled up. And had cars pile up behind him that looked like they almost rear-ended him, and forced us out into the highway where it was not safe because a van was coming the other direction.
And it had to slam on its brakes, and its tires squealed.
Yeah.
So we almost got hit by a van because of a state parks employee who has anger issues.
Yeah, so report him. He should be fired.
Look at the color of the water.
Wow.
You think? No beach access?
No
from
beach
right here?
access. It just falls off the cliff.
Yeah, I don't think I want to access the beach this way.
Well, there used to be because there's a bench there.
Oh.
Da 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 da, bench on a cliff.
I love benches on cliffs.
Look it. So that used to be a trail. I thought this was the end of the trail. It is not. But this is cool. Look at this.
Pretty awesome.
Two seals right there.
It's not
Look at that. There's seals down there. Loose
Woo!
seal. Loose seal. Call of the wild. Come here and read ancient
San Andreas
rock
Fault
story.
is here?
Wow.
That's terrifying. And we need to get out of here.
San Andreas Fault. Whose fault?
San Andreas.
Wow, so it slices right through there, huh? Cool. So if we're out here for an earthquake, do you think that thing would just slide off into the ocean?
Yeah.
This looks like the end of the trail.
Weird. Here, let me tie my garbage to this. Oh, it looks like fog's coming in.
Oh yeah, probably up at Fort Bragg it's getting foggy. End of the trail means turn around and walk back. But it's okay, because it's a nice view.
Gosh, what a view.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
We're in Point Arena, a tiny little seaside town. That's a little port. And for some reason, why is there a giraffe? We'll just never know. Some mysteries are just meant to be unsolved.